Hey guys, today we're going to have a look at how to install the Forge Minecraft server on your own computer, and this will allow you to add all of the mods that you'd like to play with and also invite your friends to come along and play on your own server as well. And what's better is that it's all free, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to go through this step by step so you can do the same thing on your own computer as well. So firstly, we're going to go to the Forge downloads page, and I'll put the link down below. We're going to go to 1.7.10 and download the latest version. I'm going to download the Windows installer because that's what I'm using. So it will take a little while to download, and you will have to get past this little AdFly web advertisement as well. So once that downloads, I'm just going to put it on my desktop here. You want to double click to run it. And you'll obviously need the client for your side of things, but right now we're installing the server. So just click on Install Server and then choose your directory. Now what I'm going to do is install it on the desktop. I'm going to create a new folder called Forge 1.7.10 Server. Now I'm going to open that folder, and I'm going to install all the files inside this folder here. So just click on Open and then click on OK. Now it is going to take a little while to download all of the libraries and files that it needs, so you just have to give it a minute, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so Forge has downloaded all of the files that it needs to run the server, but while that has happened, I'm just looking over here at the mods, and I just wanted to show you something, just to make sure that you're installing the right mods for the right version of Forge. As you can see, I'm over here on the mod list.mcf.li, and we're looking at version 1.7.10, which is the Forge version that we have installed. Now, as you can see, some of these mods have universal, some of them have client side. Now, what that means is that if a mod says universal, it means that the mod needs to be installed on both the client side and also in the server, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. And if it just says client side, it means you don't need to worry about putting it on the server. You just need to put it in your client, in your own Minecraft version. So we'll have a look at exactly how to do that in a second. But for now, let's see, the 1.7.10 server is up and running. We're just going to open this, and you'll see two files in here that you can run. The Minecraft server, now this is for vanilla Minecraft. You don't want to run that one. We do want to run the Forge version of Minecraft here. So I'm just going to click on this one with all these long numbers here, and we're going to get this server up and running. Hopefully, we'll keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully this server will get up and running in a second. Okay, so the console has started. I was getting a little bit worried there. I'm just going to... Oh, it stopped. It crashed. Okay, so it actually crashed, and what it says is you need to agree to the Eula in order to run the server. Go to eula.text for more information. So what we're going to do is go over to Eula text and go Eula equals true. Okay, so if it's crashing on you like that, we need to accept the terms and conditions, and then we're going to try and run the Forge server once more. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully it is going to run this time. Okay, it will take a second to load up, but the console is loading up now, and if you have a look at this console, I'm just going to expand it a little bit. We should see the world starts to spawn down here, and I'll show you how to actually add your own world into the server as well, so you're not stuck with the one that it generates when you run the server. So it's spawning the area here, and one thing is really important, is that you can't just close this console. You actually need to type stop. So anytime you want to stop the server, make sure you type stop down here, and it will save the world for you. You can run into all kinds of problems if you don't do that. Okay, so as you can see, there are lots of files that have been added here. We have the mods folder, and basically that is where you can actually just copy and paste all of the mods that you have over there. So if there's a mod for 1.7.10, for instance, you can just copy the zip file and paste it into the mods folder over there. Make sure you have the corresponding mod in your client as well, so that you can actually connect to the server. We also have the world folder, and you can actually just delete all of this if you have a world that is ready for 1.7.10, and you can paste your world in here. So that will be the server world. If you're not sure how to do that, let me know, and I'll explain that in a little bit more detail. But basically, it's in the saves folder of your client. You can just copy one of the worlds there and paste it in here. So that will be the new world. Now there are a few other things on here. There's the server properties, which we'll have a quick look at. As you can see, these are many of the settings that you find in vanilla Minecraft. We have allow flight false. We have the name of the world. We have the nether is allowed true. We have the server port here, which is important a little bit later for port forwarding, which I'll have a look at in the next video if you're not sure how to do that. We have the max build height, which I recommend just keeping at 256 unless you want to build really high skyscrapers, but generally 256 is the standard for building. We have difficulty 1. PvP true. You can add your resource pack in here as well. The maximum number of players is 20. Now you probably don't need 20. It just depends on how many friends you're going to have playing, but 5 or 6 or however many people you want to add to your world, you can put it in there. Spawn monsters true, view distance 12. So a lot of just the basic general settings are in here. So I'm going to save this. Now one more thing we want to do, that is basically the server up and running. I can click on this folder and get it running. But one more thing to do to really optimize it is to really show how much memory we're going to be putting into this server. So one way to do that is to use a batch file, a .bat file. Now it's really easy to do this. I'll show you how to do it right now. Firstly, you want to change this Forge universal file and make it something that's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to call it Forge server for now. Once you've done that, you want to create a batch file. You do that first by creating a text file. So I'm just going to open this up, the text document. I'm going to paste in this little bit of code here, which basically says to load up Java using 1 to 2 megs of memory. Now you can change this. You can make it 2048 to 4096 or however much memory you want to use for the server. For now, I'm just going to use between 1 and 2 gigs. And then we want to change this this name here, as at the moment it's ForgeServer.jar. Actually that's what I'm using, yeah, so ForgeServer.jar, so it's going to load up that file, the file that we have just renamed. Okay, so now I want to save this. Now make sure you save it as a batch file, so click on all files, then click on sorry, then make it I'm just going to say go dot. Make sure you remove the text and type in bat, go.bat. So this is going to run the server. Okay, there we go. So I've saved that as go. Now I'm going to click on go and it should load up the server console just like before. Let's test it and make sure it works. It's going to load up everything here in the launcher window. And here we go, we have the console running. It should launch Forge, and once more, as I said, once you want to close down the server, make sure you type in stop. Okay, so that's loaded up, it's all done. If you want to close it and save the world, just type in stop and then press a key to continue. There we go. Okay, so we have the Forge server up and running. In the next video, I'll show you how to do port forwarding and make sure you can allow your friends to join your server as well. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.